Now, if you're going to have everyone connected to the internet, even their minds, you have to create a situation in which the internet is everywhere, that Wi-Fi is everywhere, where there's not an inch of the planet that isn't covered by an internet connection. And this is why more and more and more, wherever you go, you find Wi-Fi. It's in trains, it's on buses, it's everywhere, it's in the street. But even then, you can't cover the planet terrestrially. So what's happening is that literally thousands of satellites are going up and are planned to go up to fire internet connections from space, from the sky, so that the entire planet is bathed in internet connections, so it's impossible to escape from it. And while people are watching the game shows and watching the irrelevant political posturings and rhetoric, the real power is developing this technological control system, minute by minute by minute, tick, 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 tick. And ironically, the person that's putting more of these internet satellites up than anyone else through his SpaceX operation is Elon Musk. Which is, I say it's strange because Elon Musk, of course, has come out and said that AI could be the end of humanity. And of course, if you connect AI to the human brain and AI becomes the human mind and becomes human perception, of course, what's that? It's the end of humanity as we know it. So Elon, mate, what are you helping them do it for? Why have you started a company called Neuralink to connect the human brain to technology? I think we should have an answer, personally. Just my opinion. And then you have Google's Ray Kurzweil, who's been very vocal and open, even giving us a time, a year, 2030, when he says the human brain will be connected to AI. And these are his own words, that once that connection is made, more and more of human thinking will be done by artificial intelligence until, again, his words, human thinking as we know it now will be virtually negligible. And AI will be the human individual and collective mind and perception. So why are they telling us this? Because of the sales pitch. The sales pitch is, if we are connected to AI, we will become superhuman. We will become godlike because of our mental capacities. I have another way of looking at it. We will not become superhuman. We will become subhuman and post-human. We will no longer be human as we perceive it now. And it's funny, you see these companies that appear to be, doing things that appear to be one thing, but all these different companies, whether it's Facebook, social media, and social media platform, whether it's Google, search engine, Amazon, retail site, they're absolutely the cutting edge in other areas of the business of this AI, quote, revolution. And when you see where this is going and what the end game is, suddenly an enormous number of dots start to connect in terms of what's happening all around us. For example, for this smart grid to work to the level that is desired, they need communicative power of at least 5G. We've had the 2G and the 3G, and we got the 4G. And that seems to be just an increase in power as we move through and become technologically more savvy. But 5G is totally different. Yes, it's enormously more powerful. It's the power bottom line level necessary for this smart grid to operate, with its connections to all these gadgets and devices, and of course, ultimately, the human brain. But 5G is also in a completely different band of frequency to 4G, and thus its impact on the human body and human psychology is vastly more significant and powerful. And 5G, therefore, is being introduced, and the telecommunications industry has admitted this under questioning on Capitol Hill, that it's being rolled out without any independent testing funded by the industry into its effect on human health and human psychology. And you know why? Because they know that if they did have those independent studies, people would be shocked at the findings. This is why so many independent scientists have signed letters and documents saying there must be a moratorium on 5G until what appears to be the devastating consequences are understood. But without 5G, there's no smart grid at the level that they want to run it. And so this is another red flag, red flashing light to watch. If something is plainly dangerous or plainly stupid, and it's pushed and made to happen anyway, it's almost always the agenda, because the agenda demands that it happens. So whether it's dangerous or whether it's stupid is irrelevant to this cabal. It's going to happen.